Welcome back to Retirement Today. I'm your co-host, Jonathan Berkland. With me here in the studio, Michael Reese, certified financial planning professional for over 25 years. And Mike, we learned a little bit about your brother-in-law there in the first segment, so that was fun. I hadn't heard about Tim before. Mr. Tim rides across the country on his motorcycle, but he had some retirement concerns. Ultimately, that's what we found out. And some of those concerns probably are striking home in the hearts of many of our listeners out there, right? It's turbulent times, and it might be time to maybe rethink your plan, get another opinion.
There you go. Remember, an investment plan is not a retirement plan. Now, one of the things I have learned, so I've been a financial advisor for over 25 years, and I'm starting to not want to count anymore because it makes me feel old.
Yeah.
But in all that time, I've focused on helping families get to and through retirement with confidence and comfort.
Right.
I'm a big believer. You work your whole life. You know, when you get to retirement age, you've probably worked 30, 40, 50 years.
Yeah, long time.
Those golden years should truly be golden, you know, whether that's spending time with your children, grandchildren, travel, tennis, golf, wine tours, having dinner with friends, might be volunteer work with your church or a charity. The point is, what you should not be doing is worrying about whether or not your money's going to last.
Yeah. Checking those market updates and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, that's no fun.
Right. What's the stock market doing?
Yeah.
You're retired. Who cares?
Yeah, don't let
it
that.
shouldn't matter.
Yeah.
But way too many people, it does matter. And it matters because what they're not recognizing is that retirement is different. When you're working, here's what I want you to think about. When you're working, what are you doing with your 401k plan? You're probably adding money. Right? Every month, every paycheck, you've got money going into your retirement savings. So hopefully your retirement savings grow over time with whatever you're investing in. But in addition to that, you're adding money to the pot. So it's like you're kind of turbocharging things.
Right, exactly. Yeah.
So if the market's going down, you're buying more shares when it's cheaper, dollar cost averaging. The market's going up, you're like, cool, I'm making money, I'm adding money. This is just a beautiful thing. This is why, like with these automatic deposits coupled with market growth over time, that's why 401ks can be so powerful. However, here's the mistake that people make. What happens when you retire? Are you still adding money to the pot?
Nope.
Not doing it anymore. So you've lost your turbocharger.
Yep.
You've lost acceleration. But it gets worse because while you've lost acceleration, instead of adding money to your accounts, guess what you're normally doing?
Taking money out.
You're starting to take it out, aren't you?
Yep.
So think about it like this. When you're adding money to a 401k, it's like you're let's imagine you're on a bicycle.
Okay.
You are going downhill. How easy is that?
Oh, yeah.
Riding your bike downhill.
It's the best, right?
You're going faster. Yep. That's like adding money to your 401k when you're working. What happens when you retire? Suddenly you're not adding money anymore, so you've flattened out, but now you start taking money out. So instead of going downhill, guess what? Now we're going
uphill
on our bike. That's a lot harder work, isn't it?
A little bit.
That's your portfolio. That's the job. When your portfolio, it's like, hey, I'm trying to grow for John or Susan or whatever your name is. Well, I'm trying to grow. Hey, when you're adding money, it's like I'm the bike, right? The portfolio is the bike, your investment, your savings account there. The bike, your investments. You're adding money, so good, the bike's going downhill. But when you take money out, it's like the bike's going uphill. It's a lot harder job. It's a different job. Think about it. When you are going downhill on your bike, can you shift gears up? You can go. You can shift up your gears. You can go even faster,
Sure,
right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
What happens when you're going uphill and you're trying to stay in like 10th gear on a 10-speed bike? You are out of gas fast.
Right.
So what do? You have to change your strategy. Your strategy is, I got to shift down. I got to go into an easier gear.
Yep.
Well, here's what happens for a lot of people when they get close to retirement, going up that hill, and or if they're in retirement, they don't shift gears. Here they are in their retirement savings. They've got their accounts set up a certain way. And then as they start there to go uphill, guess what? Their investment account's essentially the same.
Right.
How does that make any sense in the world? You've got two different jobs going on here. When you're working, you're just trying to grow. But when you're retired, you're saying, wait a minute, I need growth still, but I still got to go forward, but now I got to take money out. I got to protect principal. I got to be tax efficient. So many other things you have to do. You can't sit there and invest the same way.
Right.
It's like trying to go uphill on a 10-speed bike in 10th gear.
Yeah.
It just doesn't make sense. So here's a couple questions I have for you, though. This is most appropriate. Now, if you are 30 years old and listening to me, and you say, hey, I just buy and hold for a while, no problem. You're going downhill. You got lots of downhill to go.
Mm-hmm.
But if you, on the other hand, are getting close to retirement, maybe you are retired, you're either on the uphill slope or you see it right in front of you. Mm-hmm. It's one of those two things.
Right.
You can't manage your money the same way. You cannot manage money the same way. You no longer can take the risk. You do not have time to take the market downs. Now, you want as much of the upside as you can get, but you cannot accept those downs. Now, it's okay to lose a little bit. Mm-hmm. Nothing wrong with that. Hey, you're down 5%, maybe even 10%. That's okay, but you can't be losing 20, 30%. You don't have time to make that up. So here's a question I have for you if you are retired or getting close to retirement. This year has been a down year.
Indeed. If you haven't been paying attention.
Here's my question. If the market's going down, are you writing it down? Has your advisor done anything to protect you? Are you writing it down, down, down? Or has your advisor said to you, uh-oh, we don't like the direction the market's going here. We've hit our stop losses for you. It's time to start moving money in significant ways. Not, ooh, we're moving 5 or 10% to cash or short-term bonds. No. Are they moving 60, 70% of your money to short-term bonds and cash? Mm-hmm. Or even more? Are they hitting stop losses saying, hey, we have got to get you better protected. The market's going down. We've got to get out of the way. This is simple. I mean, when you drive your car, you know to do this when you drive your car. If it's sunny outside and the road is straight, you can kind of go a little faster. Be in the market. Go a little faster. But if it's pouring rain or you're coming up on a big S-curve or something,
Yep.
Hey, we know. Slow down. Duh. Well, that's what's happening in the market this year. We're hitting S-curves. It's pouring rain outside. Has your advisor slowed you down? Have they taken your portfolio and slowed you down? I'll bet they haven't. If you're like most people, they haven't. You know why they don't? 2 reasons. One, in general, they're lazy. I know that's hard to say, but it's true. And number 2, they make more money if you just buy and hold. They want you to buy and hold. That's what's good for them. But I would argue it's not good for you. That's not a fiduciary thing to do. So as you're sitting here today, that's a question you have to ask yourself. Are you getting the kind of advice with your investments where you're getting moved out of the market when it's not doing well, being put back in when it is? And if you are not, why not? And I'm going to tell you right now, winning at investing is not about getting all the upside in good market years. Winning in investing is all about protecting yourself from getting slammed in the bad years. Mm-hmm. That's what it's all about. So here's the thing. If you're sitting there and you're wondering to yourself, man, I haven't seen this happen in my portfolio, maybe it's time to get a second opinion. Maybe it's time for you to have someone who focuses on retirement planning. And this is if you're close, you're either in retirement or you're getting close to retirement. Maybe it's time to have someone who focuses on retirement planning, just give you another set of eyes on what you're doing. I mean, what's the harm there? All you have to do to get that second set of eyes, and it's absolutely free, all you have to do is give us a call. Yep. And, we can only accept the first 10 callers. So it's first come, first serve. So you want to do it now. And remember, it is after hours. So right. When you call, you're going to leave your name and your message. You probably set up a time maybe to talk to Jonathan here.
Exactly.
And, he'll have a conversation and get you set up the right way, because our job is to get you a free personalized Retire Right report.
Yeah, reach out to us. Pick up the phone, give us a call, 512-886-5850. Again, the number, give us a call at 512-886-5850.
Yeah, folks, here's the thing. If you're sitting there, maybe you're worried about whether you're going to be able to retire when you want to. Maybe you're already retired. You're worried, man, am I going to have to go back to work?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, that's unnecessary. When we come back, I'm going to talk a lot more about that, about how do you set up your accounts so you protect yourself against market volatility. We'll be right back.